Yo, Tekashi, you bugging. You gotta chill out, man. You gotta chill out. This is what I was talking about before, about the youth. You on a suicide mission. Now, of course, a lot of people are gonna put these theories in the air like the feds sent Tekashi. The feds ain't sent Tekashi to do nothing. What it is that these guys are taking trolling to another level. The feds ain't sent Tekashi. When somebody says, or when Meek Mill say the feds trying to get me locked up or lock me up, meaning that if something happened to Tekashi, if something happens to Tekashi, they'll go to jail. That's what he mean. Not the feds put it together a plan to send Tekashi like a mole. Man, stop it, man. People will see that a mile away. We fall for the most, I see comments, stop falling for the most gullible thing that there is. Everything is not that complicated or convoluted. Everything is not that. When they use these lines, it's based off saying that I can't really mess with this dude because I go to jail. But Tekashi, you gotta cool out. What, you trying to pull cards? You try to off yourself, lad. You taking pills, you forgot what you're doing? You are putting pressure on yourself. I'm in Jamaica right now. Go to the Bahamas, go somewhere, start and chill. You causing too much for yourself. And they got me spitting on me. You're trying to pull cards, right? So apparently you went to Atlanta and you waited outside in the parking lot for Meek Mill. Obviously you had somebody inside, or you looked at the flyer to say that he was there. You waited outside in the parking lot for Meek. Cool. Approach him, y'all spitting on each other. He spit at you and you talking crazy. But for what? You tried to expose that homie had a cop on his team or a cop guarding him. The biggest gangsters in the game or the biggest officials these days have cops rolling with them on their team. Never show your plate to a dude that's hungry. The streets gotta eat. We all get caught lacking. Any one of us. And these guys, their job is to take and jump in front of any situation pertaining or any situation that may lead harm to the artist. That's their job. This is why you run around jumping around.
That's a fact, you pussy nigga. That's a fact, you pussy nigga. Ain't you security? This is security? That's security, nigga. You pussy nigga. Look, you gonna blow like this. Look, shut up, nigga. Shut up. Ain't you with a cop? You way out, nigga. Look, you tight. And you with police. And you with police, nigga. Look, that nigga's a cop. That nigga's a cop, nigga. You pussy, nigga. That nigga's pussy. That's a fact, that nigga's pussy. Look, ain't with a cop. We don't got no security. I got my own fight on the security in the club. That nigga's a cop. Ain't this nigga pussy, nigga.
You a bitch, nigga. You a bitch, nigga. You a bitch, nigga. You a bitch, nigga. You a bitch, nigga. I'll fuck you up, nigga. You a bitch, nigga. All y'all niggas pussy, nigga.
What you paying them? What you paying them? Meek Mill is from Philly. Philly guys pride themselves in not being part of a gang. Those Philly guys hold it down. I have a lot of respect and love for Philly. Got a couple of friends out there, no point intended. Meek Mill was fighting a gun charge for 12 years. Meek Mill was around the Joey Jihaz, the Reed Dollars, the different individuals. He was around all that. He was around that. He came out the mud to make something of himself. He got it the hard way. Tekashi, I don't know how you got it, but we know your story. We know the side you chose, and you stood on that. You made being a rat cool. You try to violate Javante Davis throwing money because he's coming. Like, I'm on, like, first and foremost, I had a run-up with Javante. Not on no beef or crazy stuff, but I remember I was in Florida. He was sparring, and I did a skit with Adrian Broner. And the skit I did with Adrian Broner, going into the gym, I wanted to do it with Javante. And he's like, nah, I'm not into that. I'm good. I'm like, I'm from Queens, man. What you talking about you good, man? And he ain't budge or nothing. He looked at me like I was eating. He just looked oh, snap. He looked and cracked a smile and said, nah, I'm good. But I could tell the seriousness and his aura demanded respect. So when I hear in Brooklyn that you trolling or you trying to throw money that direction or trying to be funny to cause a reaction, it's like, what are you doing? I think that, let me talk to you real quick. I think that the fact that you told so much and the fact that what you wanted in the streets of the respect that you can't get an interview, you trying to find your own way? What are you trying to find? Rat LLC? Trolling economics? What are you trying to find? An old way to what? Be out there and get album sales and get support? From who? You gotta let that go. You severed your ties with the streets once you told. Let it go. You think people gonna respect you because you ran on a homie in the parking lot? With 10 security guards and all them big dudes for real ain't playing. Nobody playing with you. You are playing unfair, and what's gonna happen is you're gonna put yourself in a position where it's gonna get bad. It's gonna get bad. You're gonna put yourself in a position where it's gonna get bad. Either one of the security guards, somebody gonna try to do something, line you up or something. It get crazy. You gotta bull out, and you know what bull out means. The streets ain't gonna love you no more. You told when you stood on there, you made a song. You put a rat face in a video. And said, nobody, nobody can relate. Nobody's gonna relate, bro. You try to bring all these names. I remember my video popped up on your page. You try to bring, listen, man, nobody's gonna relate. No one. You have some sort of pointers that you made of certain things, but that's not how the industry and the game work. You made your bed, now you laying it. You trying to take yourself up, popping mad pills. You know what that shows us? That deep down inside that you're still a human being. That deep down inside that the everyday lives and the decisions that we make, we tend to, it can get at us no matter how much money we made. Because when you in that room alone, no matter how, and you smashing one of them star tenders or IG models, whatever, man, I ain't gonna lie, they bad. They bad. They about the bag. You have all type of 5-sums and 4-sums. When they leave you alone after you splash it off, and they leave you, you gotta think to yourself, because the acceptance that you want from the people, you're not gonna get. I'm in Jamaica right now. Bob Marley, let's use Bob Marley for an example. No disrespect, please, nobody get upset. Everybody reaching their life where they want acceptance from people of their kind, or people that hold the torch in life. Be playing around with me. Hey, and I use Bob Marley as an example. Bob Marley catered to all the white audience. He would sell out all the shows. He would. All the shows Bob Marley would sell out. But it was nothing like the love that he received in Jamaica that he wanted. Bob Marley, and you can look at his documentary. He wanted to go back because he left from Jamaica after he got shot. He wanted to go back and perform for the people, getting the love from the people. A lot of artists go through that. Where they don't get love from the black people, how you come up and what you love to do, and the people that you came up with, when you don't receive that love, it bothers you. I'm not saying that, I'm just saying in the documentary it stated that. All the white people came up for Bob. Oh, one love, all of them. Fire. But he wanted to go back to Jamaica. That's why he put the free concert on. After leaving for a couple of months or years, he came back and he put the concert on because giving back to the people. He wanted his people to feel him. The love from your people means a lot. So now when people that you look up to or that you wanted to, because you do rap, and you know how rap come and you know what rap come with. When the people that you look up to don't co-sign you or don't rock with you or don't give you sales, you got the little white boys in Timbuktu buying your albums. And yo, you got the white boys buying your albums. Then it bothers you. Man, you can't get no interview in New York. You can't get none of these stuff. Leave Meek Mill alone. I know what it is though. You trying to find other ways to get reactions. That's what you're trying to do. You trying to do it in another way. You on a suicide mission, bro. It's all right. Man, people went away. Go to an island, man. Start a whole thing, but stop messing with the rappers, man. You never gonna get a cosign that you think you gonna get. Nobody gonna respect you. You can go in there and pop us like, wow. Pop one in the club. Wow, you so. Nobody gonna respect that. You. The bees looking at me. The bees like, nobody gonna respect that, Lord. Let that go. Nobody gonna respect that. No matter what you do, you can sack somebody. Boom, you ratted. You ratted. That's it. You made your bed, lay in it. That's what you're supposed to be teaching the youth. Yo, I made a decision. I made my bed, let me lay in it. Stop trying to involve other people into your nonsense. These guys work hard from the mud to get where they at. They work hard from the ground to get where they at. The ground, the soil. They don't want to lose that. And they shouldn't want to lose that because of you. And let me talk to the rappers real quick. Tekashi is doing something where it was done since the early days of time, provoking to cause a reaction. Some people react to cause. This is a situation where some people want a reaction. This been going on since the beginning of time, since the Romans. This been going on since the beginning of time, since Jesus and the apostles. This been going on. A reaction is what he wants. You gotta ignore him. He is in a state of mind on a suicide mission that he'll put himself in a position to get hands put on him, clapped, hit by a car, and as long as he survives, he's gonna talk about it. He's trying to change the narrative of how hip-hop is going. Or the narrative of how the streets should be looked. And yes, the streets is a myth. And yes, a lot of things has changed in the streets. But what hasn't changed is the wolves and the people that are outside in the streets. What haven't changed is the wolves and the people that these celebrities take care of. They haven't changed. They still got the same mentality. They just getting paid or on a new journey in their life. The game always gonna remain the same. The wheel keeps turning, but the only thing changes is the spokes. And the spokes are different individuals that come into the wheel. The only thing changing is the spokes. Listen, you know, the wheel. The spokes in the wheel. The wheel turns. That means the wheel is the game. The game goes the same, either this way or that way. And the spokes are people. So what comes with the hip-hop game, the aggression, the toughness, the people for the streets that get an opportunity, they are still there. You can't allow them to trick you out the streets.